La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hello. Happy Monday, everybody. Oh, where did I put this? Eee. Eee. Let's adjust this. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. We got some light. Also, maybe make it a little cooler. Good morning, Stephanie. How are ya? Oh, thank you. This is my natural texture. This is also my hair. I have not officially washed, well, I rinsed it, but I dunked my head in a waterfall and then I swam in the ocean yesterday. So the natural texture is doing this right now. Yes, you have such gorgeous hair. Such beautiful hair. It's so nice. It's so nice. I know that this is our first day back to our normal time, so I'm going to give it a little bit longer before we get started. And also I'm going to end class just a little bit early, like 10 minutes early, because I'm going to go pick up my lovely husband from the airport. Hi, Nicolette. Ah. Should I let my hair air dry more often? I'm feeling very complimented right now. Okay, fine, I will. Let's decide what we're going to do today. Again, I was traveling and very active over the weekend because I was doing the dance project. But my body still feels really good, so good testament to my new training routine I've been on. Oh, okay. First thing I pulled, I feel like I'm doing like yoga movement tarot card pulling right now. We got Bo. That actually sounds really good to me right now because I've been in like seated positions a lot. Let's work on some Bo. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Okay, very complimentary. Bakasana, frog. I know it's kind of blown out on there, but really good for the quads. This will be nice. So Bo, frog. Okay, some Navasana, some boat work. This will be good. That'll be really nice. I'm super down for all of that. So since we're gonna be working on some bow and some frog, we'll definitely do some shoulder opening. If you are unable to get into your bow, don't worry about it. We'll do a lot of things to kind of guide you into that. So even if you omit that section, just know we have ways to work around. So because of those things, let's be sure that we have some blocks. And I'd love to start off with some like shoulder opening with flossing. So if you have it, I just realized I got this smudge on my nose. Let me blend that away. So if you have either a yoga strap or one better, I've been really liking doing shoulder flossing with like a long resistance band just because there's some more give. So especially if you have really tight shoulders, that can be a really nice way to make things more accessible. Okay, let's do it, gang. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how we're framed up. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. Let me get this other light on me over here. Fantastic. All right, clearly I have every block known to man at the front of my mat. Also, look how cute this top is. Oh. Melodia sent me this. I love a boxy top. It's so like relaxed and yummy feeling. Okay. Let me get my strappy. My strap. Whee! And let's get started standing since we're gonna be, moving with a little less time today. Also, happy new moon, Virgo. Virgo season. Also, Pluto moving from Cap into Aquarius. Cardinal signs. Hell yeah, we did it. If you feel like you've just been going through some shit for the last over a decade, my God, I feel like we're there. We went through it. So let's just ground a bit. Move through your feet. Feel the earth beneath you. I love starting with the feeling of grounding to begin my week. Set the tone. Now just with the head and neck, lower your chin towards your chest. Rock your ear over towards the right, ear to the left. Good, now we'll make our way back into center. And now I want you to look up and back down. You can keep the arms by your side, or you can also anchor your heart down. All right, the next time you work your chin towards your chest, arms back down by your side, and let's do a Pilates style roll down. Good, when you make it down towards the bottom, bend into your knees a decent amount, and then just pedal out through the legs so that we can gently access your hamstrings. Good, let's ripple up into a halfway lift. So rolling and articulating through your spine, and then exhale, fold. Oh my God, my hamstrings, Jesus. Again, inhale, ripple up. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, breath. Exhale, fold. Bend into your left knee, lengthen through the right, and open up into a folded twist to your right hand side. Your right hand can rest onto your sacrum or low back area, or if you're ready, reach it up towards the ceiling. If you're reaching with me, let's circle out our wrists. Reverse. Great, let's switch. Right knee bends, left leg long. Maybe you reach the left arm up and work your circle. reverse. All right, return the hand back down, grab up your strap, and let's roll ourselves up to standing. We're gonna start with a floss. We're gonna do a couple of rounds normal standing, and then we're gonna change up our shape a little bit. So take your strap up and back. I'm okay with your first couple to involve your chest. Nice, now start to lock the ribs in a little bit more. So you're truly doing this movement from your shoulders. Last 3, 2, good, and 1. Let's take the arms back in front of us and let's widen out our stance. So I'm just gonna step a lot wider. Now we're gonna take this into a little bit of some circular motion. So kind of moving our ribs, really involving our spine with purpose. So let's take the strap out to the right, around. And other way. Nice. When we make it all the way back towards center, take it into a wide-legged fold. Ditch your strap, let the head hang. And maybe you take some shifts from left to right. I like taking a really long warm-up. So if you do too, you're in good company. All right, let's plant our hands, step back into a tabletop position, and let's work through our cat-cows. Use your inhale to reach the heart forward, and your exhale to round and contract the spine. Keep working and flowing on your own. And feel free to add in any additional movement pathways, so barrel rolls. Maybe you want to walk the knees back a little bit and turn this kind of into a big hip sweepy motion. Nice, let's settle back into a child's pose. Let's walk our hands over towards the left-hand side. Stretch out the side body a little bit more. And then take it back through center, same thing, other side. Make your way back towards center, forwards into your tabletop again. And then let's prep for threaded needle. Right arm reaches out to the side. Open up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale breath. Exhale. Right arm underneath your left shoulder and right ear down towards the ground. Now, I like to take a moment to kind of project my head a little bit further forwards to create space between my neck and my shoulder. Left hand can stay as is. It can reach up and over. You can also half bind. Now for a little extra intensity and difficulty, we can turn this into a balance. Extend your left leg behind you. Tuck your left toes, mainly just to feel like squareness in your hip, because squareness is really important. If you choose to, lift up your left leg. Feel the energy through the back line. Last 3, last 2, and return that left knee down. Take your left hand onto the ground, bring yourself back up, and let's move into a modified side plank position. So spin on your left knee, extend your right leg back behind you. Great. We're going to take some bigger circles here through our shoulders. We did our wrists, right? We did our flossing. Take a couple more rounds and reverse. Great. And then we'll pick up our right leg, bring the heel in towards your bum, and see if you can capture the top of your foot or your ankle. Now let's first start by making this more of a quad stretch. So pull your right heel with your hand towards your butt, and then think about lengthening your tailbone underneath you or creating posterior tilt. Great, now kick the leg behind you so you're opening up your front line like a big back bend. Nice. Release the right leg, stamp the foot to the ground, and then let that bring you up into a kneeling position. External rotation through that right leg. Let's go into gate. Reach arms front and back, lean, and take right hand to the ground, left arm high. Nice, bring it all the way back up. Hands back to the earth. Move into your single-legged tabletop. Now push away from the earth so that we're not super back bended at the moment. Breath in. Exhale, knee to nose around. Inhale back. Exhale round. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Keep knee to nose, tuck left toes. 3-legged dog, inhale breath. Exhale, step through into your low lunge position. Inhale, open up the front line of the body, look towards the front. Exhale, step left foot next to right. Halfway lift, inhale breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, ground it. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank position. Hold this high plank, 10 seconds, pushing up and away from the earth. Feeling the core tap in, the thighs tap in, the inner thighs tap in. Last 3. Last 2. On 1, pitch yourself forward and lower down to your stomach. Tops of the feet touch the mat. Inhale, cobra position. Peel up your head and your heart. Give just a little bit of pressure into the ground. Return everything down with your exhale. Walk the hands back. Inhale again, another round of cobra. This time with a little more pressure into the earth so you have some more height. Exhale, release. Maybe they stay, maybe they go back one more bit. Let's load up into our upward facing dog. Try to use your spine for as long as you can, using your hands at the very last moment. Let's pause in this up dog. Feel the energy all along the posterior chain. 3, 2, and 1. Push it up, pike back into downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Let this strengthen through your shoulders. Open up through the side line, open up through the back line. And take your head into that inverted state. Good work, everybody. Let's take ourselves forward, back into a tabletop position. And then we're gonna do thread the needle, starting our other side. So left arm reaches out. Good, maybe up. Oh, my spine just adjusted. And then thread it, left arm underneath the right shoulder, ear down to the ground. Maybe you reach it up and overhead. Maybe you half bind. If you work that balance with me, other side, extend the right leg back, tuck your toes, really focus on square hips and using your back line to lift the leg. Good, return the knee down. Push up into your modified side plank. And let's take our arm circles. Awesome, reverse. Sweep the arm back, lift up the leg. Pull the heel in towards your bum. Wow, my knee just popped. Now this first one is going to be more of a quad stretch. So pull the heel into your butt and then lengthen your tailbone. Great, now kick it back. Open up your front line, think back bend. Nice, let's release. Big step up to your kneeling position. Let's gate. Left arm down, right arm high. All right, let's bring ourselves all the way back up. Forward into our tabletop position and balanced on one leg in our tabletop. Inhale, breath. Exhale, knee to nose round. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, squeeze it in. 3 more, just like that. Strong Ujjayi breaths. So good. Last one, let's hold it in. Tuck right toes, 3-legged dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through to your low lunge position. Inhale, open up the front hip. Exhale, step right foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Every movement, a piece of your ritual. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Hold this high plank position. Going for a little bit longer hold, 20 seconds. Halfway through. Nice. Take yourself forwards. Lower again, all the way down to your stomach. Now widen the legs a bit, more towards the edges of your mat. And we're gonna go for some bigger cobras, all right? So push your hands into the ground, come up about halfway. Yeah, so our ideal is to not involve lifting of our back, of our like hip line down, just working on the back. All right, take it down, walk the hands back. Let's try to go for our full cobra position. You've already done an up dog, so maybe this feels a little less difficult. Great, again, take it down. We're gonna go up one more. You can walk your hands further back if you want. And once you're here, notice if your shoulders are internally collapsing. Try to externally rotate. Let's see if we can bend one knee. And release. If it's too much for the low back, skip. Yeah. Keep going with these knees. Now, as you're going back and forth, just notice how this changes the feeling like your hips are descending. Nice. Now try to bend both. See if you can connect the toes together. Maybe you lean back. 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Wiggle those hips out a little bit. Ooh, felt that one. All right, let's walk you back to the back of your mat. Kind of in this kneeling orientation. We're going to start to work through some strength. Elevate your hips just a little bit. come on to tuck toes. Feeling that stretch into the bottoms of your feet. Nice. Now widen out your knees just a little bit. Tuck your tailbone a lot. Feel like you're hinging backwards here. See if you can float the knees up and bring yourself into a controlled toe stand. Yeah, and if you're like, dang, I didn't get it, try it again. So knees down, right? Tuck your tailbone, feel that hinge back. Barely feel the knees float. And then bring yourself to erect. Nice. Now take your arms up at an angle. Start to lower the heels down. When you're out of space, connect them to the earth chair position. Take a breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Good. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up. Take a little back bend. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, let's walk it forward into high plank position. Widen the feet a bit, chaturangas. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your inhale, lift up the right leg. And with your exhale, step through low lunge position. Now lower your knee down towards the ground. Start to crawl your hands back. If you're able to touch the ground by your side, maybe you forego blocks. If your hips are not that open, maybe you take some blocks by your side, but just try to have them on their lowest level so that you're as close as you can get to the floor. Good, let's lengthen out, hamstring stretch. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Let's do this one more time. Exhale back. Nice. Now the next time you are forwards, I want you to keep your right hand onto the floor or block. Reach just the left arm up and side bend over towards your right. Nicely done. Bring it all the way back towards center. We're gonna spin our right knee so that it's almost like you're in your modified side plank. Lengthen through the right leg, adjust a bit, bend into the knee, take yourself into a low grounded warrior two. So arms reaching front and back. And I just want to take a few moments of kind of bending, extending a bit here. Nice. When we're bent, take it into your side angle. Right arm down, left arm high, or even reaching overhead. Nice. Inhale, reverse. See if you can even hang on to the calf. Awesome. Take it back into your gate. Right hand down, right leg nice and long. Return back to your grounded warrior two. Hands to the earth. Once you spin back around and lift up your back knee, let's take ourselves into a high crescent, arms reaching up skywards. Soft bend into the back space, take your hands towards heart center, and let's go into our low lunge twist. Pushing the elbows into the thigh, rotating. Nicely done. Bring it back all the way up through center, Virabhadrasana 2. Let's again take those bends and extends. Good. Keep your length. Lean and tilt a bit off center. Triangle position, Trikonasana. All right, let's bring it up. Reverse triangle, so make sure your hips aren't off kilter anymore. Get that big reach. Nice, let's bring it back through center, up into your star-shaped position. And then with your exhale, take it into your horse squat. So again, finding this sense of groundedness underneath you. You can stay still for these next 10 seconds or join me in some pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach all the way back up into your star shape. Take it into your wide-legged fold now. Oh, I need to turn my AC on, it's hot. All right, now from this wide-legged position, let's move our way back to the front of our space. And we're going to go back into a high plank position. Now we're gonna work our chaturangas. So glide forward, bend your elbows to 90 degrees. With your inhale, find your upward facing dog. Now you can go straight back into your downward facing dog or take on this little challenge with me today. Take yourself back into your mid plank and then push back into dolphin. Yes, back to mid plank and then into dolphin. Wherever you are, we are holding 10 seconds. Last 3, last 2, and 1. If you're in dolphin, push away from the floor, back into your high plank shape. Nicely done, you guys. Left leg lifts. With your exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose. Step through to your low lunge position. Right knee down, stack everything up. Create the depth so that you can find the floor. Maybe that's block supported. Know that also you can feel different from one side to the other here. All right, hamstring stretch. And back. Good, hamstring stretch. And back. Now the next time we're here, left hand stays on the floor or the block. Let's side bend. Reach, reach, reach. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Pivot the right leg. Right? Lengthen out through the left to bring you up. Get organized. Grounded warrior 2. Take some little bends and extends. Now the next time we're bent into our front knee, let's take it into our side angle. Memorize that depth, memorize that feeling in the hips. And reverse. Nice, bring it up, take it into your gate position once more. All right, let's rebend into our front knee. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Bring yourselves up into your high crescent now, other side. Hands to heart center. Let's twist. Right elbow to the left thigh. Breathe into the belly. And let's bring it back up and into our warrior two. Lengthen through the left leg, triangle pose. And let's bring it up. Hips come back through center, reverse triangle. All right, star shape, heels in, toes out. And with your exhale, take it into your horse squat. Either stay still for these next 20 seconds or join me in pulses. Strong base, strong core. Last 10 seconds. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up into your star shape. Exhale, wide-legged fold, take it down. On this last one, we kind of took our time, right, working with the hands down. If you want to add a little bit extra opening for the shoulders, go for chest expansion. Nice, let's release. Work your way back to the front. Chaturanga. Good, upward facing. You can go back to downward facing dog or come to your mid plank. Shift back. Round 2 of your dolphin. Now, if you're feeling good in your dolphin to the point where you're like, hey, I can actually play with some Pincha Mayurasana at this point, you can do that. So if you feel more confident working on a wall, feel free to work on a wall. If you feel more confident holding onto a block, right, strapping up your arms so that you're feeling like they're not splaying out to the side, you can totally do that. If you're doing this, do it on both sides. Oh, oh. It's amazing how sweaty that gets me. Holy smokes, Batman. Take a moment. Catch a little breath. Woof. Really good. The reason why we were doing Pincha is because to get into wheel, we need a lot of push and shoulder strength. So let's start to prep for that shape. Again, mainly because we have to leave a little earlier today. I'm going to start this kind of movement into these other shapes a little early. We just did a lot of exertion, so let's kind of cool it down a little bit. We're going to work into hero. So knees work together or closer together, feet out wide. See if you can sit between your heels or on top of something between your heels. For some of us, this isn't a great shape for our knees. Maybe your knees are really tight, your quads are really tight. If that's the case, Let this be a goal shape to get to. Work on your quads. Maybe moving your calves out of your way helps, okay? Now, if you're on a block, the furthest you'll go back is like hands to the floor behind you. If you are not on a block, you can start to work down to your forearms. Usually when I get down to this point, I kind of check my work. I adjust my hips underneath me. From there, you can go further back. And even take the arms up and overhead. Now, I know that this shape can be a lot on its own, but to just dig in a little bit deeper, feel like you're lengthening the tailbone under you, trying to keep your knees connected to the earth. If you go back and the knees lift up, maybe adjust the knees wider or don't be back as far. Nice. Now, if you're all the way back, grab onto your heels, press your elbows into the floor, bring yourself up. Let's negate this shape with a down dog. Nice. And then we're going to come down to our stomach. All right, Bakasana, frog position. So this one, interesting for the shoulders, kind of similar to what we were just doing. We're just changing the angles up a little bit, yeah? So let's try a single-sided one first. Let's bend into our left knee. Reach back, capture your foot. Try to bring the heel like next to the side of your butt. I've got this like internal rotation thing going on. It's really nice for my shoulders. Great, let's release that. Whew. And we'll do the same thing other side. So right knee bends, reach back, capture the foot. A little bit of internal work here. Nice, now we're gonna go for both next. As a little tip, because getting the height up is sometimes difficult, you can stuff a block under your mat, kind of placing it right into your stomach underneath your ribs. That way you can stay elevated. Yeah. Reach back, capture your feet. My shoulders are the bane of my existence. Last three. Last two. And let's release. Grab so that the arms are external. Just as a nice release here, let's kick back, take it into some floor bow. Nice, release again. Oh. If that block was impaling you, remove it off to the side. All right. Now we're gonna get our upper back ready because so much of wheel is upper back. So much of it. So I'm gonna use my cork block. They're a little more substantial. You can do it with a foam, okay? This is a drill we do a lot with Irene. So if you take her courses, you'll be very familiar with this one. So tallest level block, place it right kind of below the shoulder blade line. I'm doing this with bent knees. Now, opposite block again, I'm going to use a cork because of heaviness. If you're like, I don't need all that shit, then you can do this with a foam block or even nothing. Okay? Reach up, take it up and back. You can let the head fall back. Nice, let's bring ourselves back up. And if you liked that height, like you felt challenged adequately, then you're gonna go for another round. If you feel like you have a little more depth you can give, make your block tower higher. So I'm just gonna put my second cork block on its lowest level underneath my tall block. This one takes a little more care to get up onto, so I usually kind of like lift my hips. Maybe the hips stay floating. Maybe you have either the spinal length or just the ability to get your butt onto the ground. Yeah? And then same thing, taking it into your back bend. All right, let's bring ourselves back up. Wow! Ah. Good golly, Miss Molly. All right, it's time to work our wheel. So let's kind of give ourselves a little moment. Wiggle those jiggles. And we'll start some prep. Okay, so in order to get ready for this, we got to lay down. We're going to start with a bridge. So feet are going to press into the ground, hips are going to lift. You can chest expand, just giving yourself a little back of the neck moment. Good, maybe you sit onto your wrists, take a rest. All right, now we'll push our hips back up. Now if you want to start to work into your wheel, hands are gonna come above the shoulders. Now you can push into the hands, come onto the crown of the head. That's a great level 1 to be at. Or level 2, use the strength of your arms, push. You can shift forwards and backwards. You can even walk your legs longer. And we'll bring it down. All right. Now, depending on you know how that went for you. You can go for one more round here as you were, or start to play with a little bit of leg extension. This one will be really short, okay? So either working closer towards your max, right? Because doing things a second time is a really great way to just anchor things into our body, okay? So let's get it. I know it's tough. I know it's humbling. Right, if you want to try single leg, I recommend walking the other leg in a little bit closer. All right, and bring it down. Good work, you guys. Hug your knees in. Wow. Lengthen your legs up towards the ceiling. If you want pike, lift. I know it can be ouchy after back bends. See about plow. Right, maybe even deaf bands. All right. Now, from your shoulder stand or plow. You thought I forgot? I didn't. Let's roll. Take yourself into your boat position. Maybe you work through a couple leg extensions. Nice. Now, one of my favorites. Take a flex into your feet. See if you can grab for your toes. Wah! Great. Let's take it wide. Balance. Wide. Wide, 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 wide. Get it open, get it open. Balancing up on those sit bones. One thing I like to do, I like to grab for my heels. Oh, fuck. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Oh, and then fold forwards. Good work, you guys. Let's bring ourselves back up, lengthen the legs, cross right leg over left, and twist. Unwind your twist, counter twist to the left. And switch. And counter twist. Nice, now you can finish this class cross-legged laying down, seated on a block. We'll take one more breath here. And a breath out. Amazing job, you guys. All right. Such an amazing job. Thank you for joining me for your asana practice today. It's such an important ritual for me to start my Monday like this with all of you. I feel so good. I feel like butter right now. I don't even want to get up. Oh. Thanks, Mallory. Thanks for joining me, my love. Let's check on Kamar's flight together. Okay, yeah. It's arriving a little early. 11:30. I gotta go. Thank you, Stephanie. Ooh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Let's fix that. Okay. Oh, good job, you guys. So other classes that we have this week, we'll be doing our beginners class on Thursday. Thinking about this weekend, but I had some stuff come up, so I might be needing to help out my sister a little bit this week, more than usual, so I'll let you guys know. But we'll definitely have some fun material going into this week. Plus, I gotta really start jiving on my wasteland costumes and stuff, because the event is happening in like 23 days. I'm gonna be busy. Every free moment is gonna be dedicated to getting ready for that event. So, awesome job, everybody. So stay tuned for those goodies. I'll be updating y'all in the chats, in Patreon, and in the Discord. Yeah, you guys will be seeing some awesome shit coming up here. Very excited. All right, my loves. Have a beautiful rest of your week. I'm gonna go grab my husband. I miss him. I miss him. And yeah, I will see you guys, if not on Thursday for beginners class. Next Monday, I updated my YouTube channel with all of our live streams for this month. I think the last one of the month I'm taking off because of Wasteland. So we'll have 4 Mondays this month. Yeah. All right, my loves. Yes, yes. I'll see you next time. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you. I love you.